That ought to do it. We'll see here in a moment. Ooh. We will see here in a moment. Ouch. Oh, for Pete's sake. I went and spilled. Oh, here we go. Ooh. I went and spilled this. Well, I guess I didn't spill it. That's just water. All right, all I'm getting is spin, spin, spin. That might be it. Why do I have? Okay. I'm in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. No, I haven't been. I am full. I'm quite full. May I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. It's about 9:25 at night. And there's always room enough for a cup of coffee and that last slice of pie, which happens to be right back here. And I suppose I should say hello before I start smacking my lips. Oh, heck. I'm not gonna wait. Tonight, we are on the Depression Green matchy because it's a holiday. So, hello, there's so many, you know, I'm not going to be able to see everything that you're telling me. I have to go back and when it's all said and done and read the comments after the show is over, up sometime tomorrow, because I can't see it. But I am saying happy Thanksgiving, everyone. You guys wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. Live chat. Let's get in live chat. Now we're in the live chat. So thank you and happy Thanksgiving, everyone, to you. I'm trying to see who we've got. You don't normally see me in the kitchen. No, you don't. In fact, you hardly ever see me in the kitchen at all. But this is where I am. And now that I've got a working gas stove, I have a nice warm kitchen. Well, thank you. I can't wait to show you the whole thing once I get it. No, Jan, not tonight. I don't think anybody wants to give anybody a tour of their kitchen on Thanksgiving evening, even though I didn't have to cook anything. You know, there won't be a tour tonight. I've had a long day. Good evening, everyone. And actually, I hope some of you are going to join me with maybe your last cup of coffee or your last hot toddy or whatever you're having. So I'm going to have my last. I had 1 cup after dinner at my aunt's house. And I'm going to have this 1 cup before bedtime. Because as you know, and I've told you before, Kathleen, oh gosh, it's not Kathleen, caffeine. Well, Kathleen doesn't have any effect on me either, whoever she is, but caffeine has no effect on me. I go right to bed. I can drink 8 cups of it and go right to sleep. Huh? So my mother made 2 sweet potato casseroles and a homemade apple pie. My mother and her sister-in-law have traded Christmas and Thanksgiving since the firstborn. So that would be 1965. And what the heck is that? Oh, never mind. And so, in other words, if my mother has Christmas, then her sister-in-law, my aunt, has Thanksgiving, and then the next year they flip it, and they've been doing that since 1965. So this year, my aunt had Thanksgiving, and my mother will have Christmas, although we did have dinner at my cousin's house tonight. So, but they're still, the host of that dinner. Do you guys, who's eating chocolate cake? And so we had we had a couple of first cousins, a couple of first cousins once removed, a couple of first cousins twice removed. Now, we've been through this before. The children of your first cousin are not your second cousins. No, they're your first cousins once removed. And the once removed part is they're removed by one generation. And then if they have children, they're your first cousins twice removed. That second cousin, that thing comes from having grandparents. Let's not get too complicated. But anyway, we had a nice conversation because we like to go around, well, I do, some people don't, to try to figure out how you're related. And my first cousin has a daughter who has a daughter. And it was like, well, what are you to me? Well, you're my first cousin, once removed and then twice removed. Anyway, that's where I was. And I guess we ate at around 3:30. And then we had a nice walk around the neighborhood. Came back, had our coffee and dessert and, conversation and all of that stuff. So I'm glad everybody's having a chance to say hello to each other on this Thanksgiving evening. And you had to sit at the kids' table, Kathy, tonight. Are you a kid? Well, hello in Singapore. It must be the next day. I'm going to go ahead and the turkey was good this year. It's good every year. Did everyone have, what did you have? And not everybody does sort of the traditional turkey and cranberries, and we're very traditional. We green bean casserole and turkey and cranberries and sweet potato casserole, rolls, stuffing. For those of you who call it dressing, stuffing, same thing. And then different pies, coffee, tea, that kind of thing. So, you had vegetarian, a vegetarian meatloaf. A vegetarian meatloaf. Who had ham? It went by so fast. I'm very proud of green bean casserole, even though I had nothing to do with it. Green bean casserole was born on my soil, if that makes any sense. My old South Jersey family, did you know that I've told you this, there was a woman, and you can look it up. Her name was Dorcas Riley, If you have nothing to, if you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, go look up Dorcas Riley. She was, you know, an old South Jersey. Well, back in the 50s, she was a young girl, and she was working in the home economy recipe department of the Campbell Soup Factory in Camden, New Jersey. The soup isn't made there anymore, but the executive offices are still there. Anyway, it was this young woman named Dorcas Riley. They put her in and they said, come up with some ideas to make recipes out of soup. She invented green bean casserole. And I don't think she's passed away now, but she just, she wasn't boastful about it. She never became famous. Nobody's ever heard of her. But if it weren't for old Dorcas Riley from South Jersey, there'd be no green bean casserole, and a lot of us eat it. That's why you put cream of mushroom soup in it. That's right. It was in the experimental kitchens at the Campbell Soup Factory here in Camden. I'm doing this with my head because it's right there. And she did it. I did a video on her a long time ago, and she lived in her 80s or 90s over here, I think in Haddonfield or somewhere here in South Jersey. Anyway, just a little bit of, we always say, thank you, Dorcas Riley. You had green bean casserole with those onions on the top. I always buy 2 of those onion ring things. One, you know why? Because I end up eating. You ever just eat them out of that can? Ooh. Then you need a second can of them. Because you just pick them out of that. I'll just have 1 or 2. You can't pick 1 or 2 of those little onions. I could sit down and just eat those onions like it was a bag of peanuts or something. You know what I'm talking about, those French fried, what are they called? They're crispy onions that are, that is the best part. I know it. Yep. Yes, French's. I think that's me. And Durkee on your turkey. Not dookie, turkey. You know what we're talking about. Oh, you put them on top of what? On top of scrambled eggs. I had scrambled eggs this morning, but I didn't have any of those onions to put out. So you had that? Yep. French fried onions. Yep. Oh, you had broccoli casserole. Oh, we've got 247. Now look, if you're doing stuff with your family, don't watch me. Live chat. Should I be in live or top? See, I'm back at my house now. I was and I'm going to bed soon because I have an emergency dental appointment tomorrow morning. I got to be at the dentist, and it takes me half an hour to get there. I think I have to be there at 9 o'clock. You know, you get there half an hour early anyway. I had a couple days ago, I can't remember what I was eating now. And it wasn't anything hard, you know. And I was chewing something and I said, this isn't supposed to be crunchy. You know, it was like, I don't know, yogurt or something. Why did this turn crunchy all of a sudden? And I'm, well, and I knew this was going to happen because the last time I went to the dentist, he said, I don't know when you had that filling put in, but they don't put silver in teeth anymore. They haven't put silver in teeth for, 20 years? I don't know. I had an old filling from old Dr. So-and-so in my hometown, probably put in when I was 17 or 18. You know, I had a cavity on them. And that old silver filling has been in there. And the dentist said that's not going to stay in there much longer. And yep, I'm sitting there eating whatever I was eating, and out came that filling. I'm just chewing away, chewing on a big hunk of silver. I did save it. I spit it out, and I've got it right there on the kitchen sink because I'm wondering if can I melt that down and maybe I can melt that down and replace the letter that fell off my ring. Can you do that? Huh? This was real, whatever they did. You remember when years ago it was gold? Well, back in the 80s it was silver, and they don't put silver in your teeth anymore. But I guess I was glad that this one stayed in there for close to 40 years. I think I was a teenager. So anyway, I am fortunate that I can get a dentist appointment tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Yep. Don't do what? There's probably mercury in it. I did get my money's worth. I don't know what they'll fill it with tomorrow. And I have insurance, but I'm not, well, let's see if we can, I'm half tempted to say just pull it. Now I know you're going to say, no, don't pull it. But sometimes by the time they finish, well, we can't put a filling back on it. Maybe we need to do a root canal, or maybe we need to cap it or something like that, and it's $3,000, and you end up, and I don't know. It's way in the back. I would just say pull it. Anybody ever had a tooth pulled? See, I told you somebody was going to say don't pull it. KP was the first one. I told you, no, don't pull it. See, and somebody else said pull it. I have nice teeth. I need to have them cleaned because I need to have them whitened because I drink coffee years and years. Look at you. I'm going to let you guys argue. Half of you say pull it and some of you say don't. It wouldn't bother me at all. Cheaper to pull it. I know. That's what I'm saying. $150 to pull it. Just give me a shot of Novocaine, pull it, and let's be done. I mean, who wants? We'll wait and we'll see. If there's enough of the tooth that they can refill it, they might not be able to do that. You see? Then they have to say, well, now, I'd rather pull it than have a root canal and then another tooth screwed down in there, and it's $5,000, and you pay your deductible, and your dental insurance only pays half of it. I'm 56 years old, and am I? Yeah. I think I can handle a tooth. Huh? Well, I don't know that. That's going to be up to the dentist. And none of us here, I don't think, are dentists. So until they take a look inside my mouth and tell me, No, people do that all the time. It cost me $161 the other day just for a cleaning, I know. You don't bite your cheek as often with fewer teeth. All right, let's not talk about that, but I am the one that brought it up. And I'll let you know. I know you're going to ask me, what happened to your tooth? Did you keep it? Did you pull it? Yeah, save the tooth, but what if I end up having to pay $5,000 to save a tooth? You gonna... It's just one tooth way in the back. It's nothing that I smile with. What? Talk about your green electrical appliances. Oh, okay. No, I can't tell. What? Sell the tooth? David, sell the tooth live as an offer up? Yeah, I should yank it. I'm with you, D. Just pull the thing. Pull it. I see people all the time with missing teeth, and they look like they're doing all right to me. Everybody's different, you know. You and your tooth have had a good run. We have. Huh? I might need another. We'll see. We'll see. How extensive is it, and what's it going to cost me? And then we'll make a decision. I won't be toothless. It's just one tooth. All right. Now, so we're not going to be up all night. Let's do a trivia question. I don't have any prizes. Now let's do a Thanksgiving trivia question. Now don't Google it, don't look it up. That's no fun, because if you do, I will know I am psychic, and I will know if you're looking stuff up. Let's just have fun with it. Now I'm going to ask you a question. I have to tell you, this first question, I knew the answer, and you know why? You know, you sit down, you put on YouTube or something, and you just go get clicking on stuff. I got onto some different historical things about the Pilgrims and the Indians and the first, 1620 and all that back in there, and sort of. Anyway, so this first question, because I saw this video the other night. Here's your first question. Well, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. How many women were at the very first Thanksgiving? The Pilgrims, the European women that came. How many women were at the first Thanksgiving? I was amazed when I saw this on the on the History Channel. Not the History Channel, because I don't have the History Channel. You're close, Sonia. Up, because it's cool. Up, Sonia. Down, Zeus. It's not none. More than 2. Less than 12. Just a little bit. Jeffrey Wade, just a little bit more Jeffrey Wade. Yeah, Sonia at 5. There were 5 women. All the rest of them had died during that previous winter. You remember when it was when the seeds wouldn't grow in that horrible winter and everybody was dying? There were only 5 of the Pilgrim women at that first. Now, I know when I say at the first Thanksgiving, we know what we're talking. We know what we're talking about. What you talking about? Okay, so there were 5. And I remember when I saw that on that television show, that history show I was watching, there were only 5 of them. Yeah. All right, now here's one I didn't know, and here's one I would not have known. When was the first Thanksgiving NFL game? When was the first Thanksgiving NFL game? And I think I want something cold to drink. Anybody know that one? 1977? No, earlier than that. A lot earlier than that. You're close, Robin Boyd. Look what Robin Boyd said. But Valissa Anderson or Varisa, I can't say it. A little bit older than that. It was, I'll give you a clue. It was before the crash. It was before the Depression, the crash, but after World War I. And there was an economic, that's it, Adam, 1920. I didn't even know the NFL existed in 1920. 1920. And this comes from the House Beautiful magazine, these questions. When was the first Thanksgiving NFL game? 1920. Yeah. Now some of these are really easy. I know, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. It was not. These are from Good House. This is from, I'm getting these from, all right, I've actually had enough. I'm not going to finish this right now. When I've had enough, I've had enough. So hold on, I've got something cold to drink over here. I think I need a little something cold. I don't have to, it's cold enough I can keep cold things out on the back porch. So let me open up my kitchen door. You didn't know I had a back porch too, but I do. Ooh, somebody's burning. I can smell fires. Anybody do that? You keep things that don't freeze, you can keep them outside. So pardon me while I walk away from you for a minute, just a minute. You'll find out if I keep that tooth or not. I'll let you know. I will let you know. And I don't need to go get any ice. Because it's cold enough as it is. Okay. Let's see what you're talking about. Don't raccoons stop by? No, we don't have raccoons in my neighborhood. I don't live, I live right across the river from Philadelphia. And it's almost not even suburban. Because when I think of suburbs, I think of like housing developments. But everything is so developed here. Think of neighborhoods within cities. You don't really think of that as suburbia. So where I live, there's no breaking point between, there's no undeveloped land here. It's just, so we don't have, there are squirrels, but they can't get into like a 2 liter of Coke or something like that. They don't mess with that. So no, I don't have any squirrel. I don't have any. Yeah, that's right. Varlene, if there's not enough tooth to rebuild, pull it. I'm with you. Yep. Your yard always has raccoons and skunks and foxes. We don't have that here. Not where we do have it in South Jersey in places, but I am in such a metropolitan area that we don't have it. Let's have another question. Let's have another cup of coffee. Oh, let's see. Oh, I know this one. All right. A lot of these I don't know, but I know this one. What city has the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade? What city has the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade? Mm-hmm. And they don't tell you what year, but not Detroit, not New York. Everybody thinks it's New York. It's not. That's right, KP. It's Philly. That's right. Philadelphia has the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade, and I think it was 1920. Now, they don't tell me here what year it was, but for some reason in my mind, I want to say that it was 1920. Yeah, Philadelphia has the oldest Thanksgiving Day parade. All right, now let's see. Let's do another one. This one you'll have to. How long was the Mayflower's voyage from England to America? How long was the voyage? How long did it take them from the day they left to the day they landed at Provincetown, Cape Cod, not Plymouth, right? How many? Let's do it in days. You got to give it to me in days, because it wasn't like a perfect and do it in days. How many days did it take them to go from England to America? You're close, Michael. Crucci? Are you related to Amelita Gallicrucci, the singer? Did somebody... No, almost. No. I'm saying your name wrong, aren't I? It's less than 75, Adam, but you're close. Less than 6. You're close, Martha, but go down a few years. That's it. Urban Ghost Hunter, 66 days. 66 days it took in 1620. 66 days. It took them to come in 1620. And my first ancestor came in 1635, 15 years after the Pilgrims. And we won't get into that, but all right, let's do another one. Where did the Pilgrims settle? Well, we already know the Mayflower initially landed off the coast of Cape Cod, but they ultimately settled in Plymouth. All right. What Native American tribe, now we should know this, what Native American tribe celebrated the first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims? Now, I know that that's a loaded, when we say celebrated, history is messy, it's difficult, and we should look at it honestly. but I'm just reading these as they're written. And so when I say, which Native American tribes celebrated the first Thanksgiving with the Pilgrims, let's try not to get too deep into, for right now, yes. Wampanoag. Yep. And then there's a question about, I didn't know that they did have pumpkin. There were a lot of pumpkins. They didn't have cranberry sauce initially, but they did have turkey and lobster. I was also reading that they sweetened all of their pies and anything that that needed sweetening with molasses, because the sugar was either used up or completely gone. Can you do movie trivia? I don't have any movie. I don't think I have any movie trivia for you. Yeah. I don't think I know any movie. I'd have to look. Let's see if there's, no, I don't think, these are just Thanksgiving questions. But who was the first president to receive a ceremonial Thanksgiving turkey? Who was the first president to receive a ceremonial Thanksgiving turkey? I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed that. Harry Truman. Harry Truman. All right. I think we know which president named it a national holiday. That was Lincoln. Who was the first president to pardon a turkey? Who was the first American president to pardon, you know how they do for comedy, a turkey? I didn't know that either. No, not Lincoln. Who pardoned the first turkey? No, not Truman, FDR. Kennedy, John F. Kennedy was the first, who was the one to start that. JFK. Yeah, how about that? Does that mean they ate it before? I don't know. Which president received a live raccoon as a Thanksgiving present? Which American president received a live raccoon as a Thanksgiving present? You would think Teddy Roosevelt, but no. No, it wasn't FDR. And why? It doesn't say who gave him the raccoon. Calvin Coolidge, Carmen and Russell. It looks like Carmen and Russell were the first to get it right. Who gave him the raccoon? That's what we want to find out. I guess Mrs. Coolidge was okay with it. She was pretty stylish. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Here's the head off that clock that I was working on, which is down there on the floor. I still didn't. That's a project. You see, it's not up there. Did you watch me fiddle with that? You want to see it? That's where it goes. And I haven't put it up there yet. These things are not going to sit up there. They're sitting up, well, they might, but they're sitting up there until I put this pediment back up. And when this goes up, this is here. See that with the clock in it? You can't, oh, you can see my shirt tail is out. This goes on top of the, see there? But I'm still trying to get this clock to be in there the right way. Oh, I haven't finished that. Let me turn my heat down. I don't need this heater on. No. Okay. Did I lock my front door? Ooh. All right. Well, we've been up all day. We've probably eaten more than we needed to eat today. And so we won't linger too long. We'll just begin to... No, I did not refinish it. That's the original finish on it. I didn't refinish it at all. Give porcelain head, what? To D for a Halloween gift. Hey, if I lose my tooth, maybe they can take that porcelain head and make that the implant, wouldn't it? That would be a good one to do. It is 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving, and I certainly hope that each one of you had a nice time. And I just wanted to jump on here and spend a few minutes with you at the end of the day before Thanksgiving weekend takes us off to whatever it is we're going to do. Normally, my family has a tradition on Friday. We are not going to do that for various reasons. One member of the family has a little sciatica issue going on. I'm going to have this tooth fiddled with tomorrow. So we just said, we're going to put it off until another cousin gets in town. And so we're not really going to do anything special tomorrow like we usually do. I know some of you are going to get up and go shopping. So good luck for those who are going shopping. I hope you find some interesting things when you go out there shopping. And then I'll just say goodnight to everybody. Thanks for jumping in and wishing each one a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a nice day today. And I probably will not see you Monday night. I was thinking about doing an extra live sale, but I will just be getting back in town from being away for the weekend, and I don't think I'm going to actually be able to do it. So we'll have to wait until the first Monday night in December. Yeah. Okay. Well, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out for a half an hour or so. Enjoy the leftover turkey tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next. All right, that's it. So long for now. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving.